Well, my friends, so here we are. Wait, I have to put it in. Wait. One up. So now we have it. Animal. Welcome to Journey with my basketball. So here I'm sitting because now we have special parts. I'm back in old historical town, and there exists a lot of street ball courts. You know, that is an own small town, and that is complete on other place than we played last time. You know, if you don't know that, there's hours, you know, hours between from last court to this now. And here, of course, when I'm one time in this old historical city, how it is called, you know, then I play all courts, and that is called to me the 360 roundhouse trip, you know, because when I'm there, then I play all the courts in one round, you know, because that is what I like. They have cool courts, you know, but I make only one video after another, you know. So you will see today part one or one court, the next time another court, but all in this old historical city. So you will see I will have the same on, you know, for the next videos. That is nice, you know. When we drive in originally, there would be 6 courts. One court is a bit left that I always let away because then it would be too much, you know. I'm not collecting courts, I want to play them and enjoy them. So I always have 4 courts, and one court is closed, you know. We will check out today, or I will check it out for today, and you will see that in the next videos, the closed court. What happened there? If it's still the same, I would say yes, still the same. Nothing happened, more dirt in and still closed, and the ring is away, which they have put away, you know. So welcome to Journey with my basketball. We have their cool courts. We will play on rubber, we will play on small courts, big courts, we will play on asphalt, and we will play on unnatural grass. So we have it all there with an half cage, without a cage. Absolutely cool, you know. That I enjoy much, the 4 courts, and I always make the same round, you know. I start by half cage court, exactly beside, you know, really the same place, only to walk 2 meters. Then you have the skate plaza court. That is the second what I play. And then I move to spectacular court, you know. Now it is open, summer, the daytime, you know. And at last I always play athletic court, because when there the sun goes down with the mountain on, boy, nice. But today they have told at 3 o'clock around there will come light. But now there is only the sky. But I don't know, I'm far away, you know. And that I will enjoy, you will see that. I don't know if all courts are playable, otherwise I have to turn it a bit, you know. And yeah, that is amazing. So, back the cat journey with my American ball. We will see what will happen there with the ball. I still like it, you know. And that I enjoy. This town, absolutely cool. The people are cool. I'm always happy when I drive in there. And that is the 360 roundhouse trip, you know. You play all courts in a very good fashion. You will see that some are smaller, that you don't play that long. Others are bigger, but all nice, you know, different stuff. And always, I made last year, or what was this, last year or 2 years ago? Last year, I made an own documentary about this old historical town. That was so cool, you know. That was really... There I spent 1 week from morning to end there to film all of that, the history of the old historical town, what all was there, you know. The richest man of the world, many decades ago lived there, you know. You know, that has a lot of spectacular things there, you know. When you imagine this guy, decades, hundreds years ago, when you compare the money back then to nowadays, that would be, the man was so rich, then when you put Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos together, you know, so much money, this and lived there, you know, out of Augsburg, Germany, that you have to say. But I always told this in the documentary. Today only the street ball courts. That was the intro now for the old historical town. Next court where we will see us is, I hope, the half cage court, unnatural grass. Maybe there are now kids playing street ball, you know, football, you know, I don't know. We will see that. Now I enter in, and then we have a nice time by this 360 roundhouse trip. Yeah, and today my cap, that you also see that. Watch, wait, we have to go this. Watch, Rihanna. Nice, or? And now I drive in. So well, my friends, now we have arrived at Halfcage court. Look, here is a playground. is absolutely nice. 1, 2, bam, here we have it, watch. That is the court, half cage, because there is half of the court a cage, you know, and half is open. I enjoyed here unnatural grass, watch now. So when you are in there, you have it absolutely cool on a real unnatural grass, you know. So that is very soft. It is playable, you know, but you have to dribble a bit harder. And here is this cage, you know, you see that? And here it is open, and that is absolutely cool. You have a great view here with the pirate ship for the kids, you know. And it is a cool court, you know, to enjoy. You have to watch out because on some areas there is holes, you know. So here I would not give 100%. A fun court, you see on there. And they're amazing, you know. And exactly here you see is the next court, Skate Plaza court. This is the skate place, and here is the next asphalt court. That will be the next video. So here I always start, you know. Wow, amazing, huh? With that view, you will see then by Skate Plaza court the view out there, you know. And when I drive in, wow, with the bicycle, that is so amazing, the landscape, you know. And to me, this is like holiday, you know. When I'm on such courts, because I don't live here, you know. That is, I am here also a stranger, you know, even if it's my federal state, but here I am a stranger, you know. And so all people are here to me like on holiday, you know. And to me, with the roundhouse trip, how I call it, I come here in the morning, you know, or earlier, so I drive on earlier. Here is also such a hole. And then I spend the whole day here until it gets dark, you know, and then I drive home when the sun goes down. At the last court, then at athletic court. So a whole day is street ball day to me. And that is what I enjoy, you know. Absolutely cool. Here with the houses, you see. And yeah, here I don't spend too much time to play a little bit in, to come in, to enjoy the unnatural grass. And then I move on to Skate Plaza court there. And then I go on and on, you know. Expect the closed court will be a surprise, you know. And here with those trees, you know, because there are plants in, they look also cool, huh? So very enjoyable. And the weather, you know, it is warm, it has 30 degrees and over then, you know, after midday. And that is cool. Yeah, and now, and really, here with the cage, you know, now it is very high. Now you will have no problem by shooting. But when you are in there, you feel like a cage, you know, when you watch on there. And when I watch out there, you have the open view. Wow, that is cool. Yeah, and now we play in, and that is nice. You see that? Normally to here. So this absorbs a lot of the jumping, and now again a rubber ball is an advantage, because here you don't have to dribble that hard. Imagine you have a composite ball which jumps low, you have to make a weight training, you know. So composite balls. But today I have the basketball shoes on, you know, the peak, because when you're outdoor and then enter in real athletic courts, you know, where sport is, where people watch out, you know, organizations. It's always better to have safe basketball shoes, that when they say something you can say, hey, I have real shoes on for that sport and not my street shoes like skateboard shoes, you know. That is always a thing. And now So now the other side. Amazing, you know, nice now here to the mountains, but here this wide landscape out, you know, amazing, you know, like holiday really. But now we have it before midday, you know, it took me a few hours to come here, but really warm now. I think today 36, 37 degrees, you know, very nice. But now you can watch to that side, that is amazing, you know. Bomber friends, it's already really hot now, you know, I'm really sweating, you see that maybe? First court. But you know, there's a few hours to come here, you know, and yeah, a few hours, around 2 hours, a little bit less to come here with bicycle, you know. It's not that far, you know, like the 10-hour journeys, but still, you know, yeah, also for 3.5 hours on the way, you know, 4 hours, depends, but very nice, you know. So here, not much happened, color is still in, but now it looks really a little bit more roughed up, you know, from the color, from the babbling, but still all is still good, you know, and I've still not cut it out, you know. I still will do it. Here you see goes the color away, you know, made in Vietnam. That goes a bit away, but it's really a nice ball, you know. And here, if you don't know unnatural grass, that feels like you are at a big carpet at home, you know, when you walk there. It's the same feeling, not the small carpets, the thick carpets. There you also, when you walk, but there it is more straight. Here it is a bit more natural, I would say, you know, like a real grass, but it feels like at home you play on carpet, you know. So that is an own feeling. And when you have a higher jumping ball, like most of the rubber balls, then it is very cool, you know. With low balls it is a little bit annoying because you have to bam bam always press, you know. And here the shoes have always granulate, and you see that here on my feet, because here is black granulate in. You see that, and that goes into the shoes. So when it is wet, you know, it's a bit other. I would still not trust completely, you know, by running, jumping, especially because it is you know, you can easily make this and then boom, you know. So when I jump, I'm always more in my mind to have a good landing than if the ball goes in. That is secondary, that the ball goes in, that I can come safe down. So that is also here. But that is the play-in court, but still, I'm really sweating already, you know. But it is really nice, you know, when you watch that. You have such a thing there, watch, for the kids, or that is amazing. Those ships, you know, that is the nice environment, you know, what you have here to enjoy that. And the people are always nice to you, you know. Even if I'm a stranger here, you know, they could also say, hey, go home, go to your city, you know. But almost everywhere where I am, they are always nice, you know. They like you, they greet you, you can play with them, you know. They are relaxed. So all people, not only on street ball courts, you know, or everywhere, you know, nice people. But we are now on the other side of the mountains. If you don't know my journeys, my main city is the middle point, and then from the main city you can drive in that side or in that side. Behind there are mountains, there is nothing, and you can drive to Italy, but the main routes are left or right of the city. And today we are in that side, that is the other side, you know. Normally we are more on the other side. There are different people, you know, they have other slangs, they talk other, and so you get the same people from my federal state, but they are completely other, you know. And here this is a small city, but still feels a little bit more like a village, very relaxing, and that is absolutely cool, you know. And that is what I like, because everywhere you have other courts, other environments, other vibes. And you are happy when you know, but now we come back to this court, to that environment, that journey to drive, that people, you know, there is all together. It's not like you drive with a car to your club and play indoor, you know, same people all the time. Here it is always other to me, and that is cool, you know. So that is Halfcage court. We also have a Halfcage 2 court, but that court is on the other direction. I was there, you have not seen it already, but what happened there, you will see. I have to come again there, Halfcage 2, but that is Halfcage 1. First video from Old Historical City, and next video you will see the few meters from there, the skate plaza court, you know. That is also a cool court, but completely different in here, you know. Completely different. 2 basketball courts beside. Absolutely nice. So we see us at part 2 next time, next day, but to me a few seconds to go there, and then we see. Bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.